Hello everybody, thanks for joining this course on services marketing with a practical approach. My name is Dr. Biplab Datta and my contact details are given here. So, once you go through the course and then you want to give some feedback, you are most welcome to contact me, and then I would be very happy to help you answer your questions. In this chapter, we are going to see an introduction of services marketing. So, there are three main topics. What is a service, what are the differences between goods and services, and what are the different types of services. So, what is a service? Service means a helpful activity performed for others. For example, you would like to give some message to your mother who is staying at a far off place, and you do not have access to either postal system or to the system of or to courier system, whatever, and then you request your friend to take a letter from you and give that message to your mother. So, your friend does that for you, and that is what is called a helpful service. So, services are some kind of activity which is performed to help you. Now, in this example, there was no exchange of money, etc., and therefore, it was just a help. But on the other hand, if there is a professional service which charges some money for doing this favor to you, those services would be called as professional services. Now, services are also some type of a rental, like what has been discussed by Lovelock and Gumesan in 2004. So, it consists of rented goods like photocopying, or space and place like a hotel room, or labor and expertise like legal services, physical environment like a museum, or systems and networks like telecommunication. So, what is happening here is that when you go for photocopying, the photocopier takes the document from you and uses his machine to provide photocopy to you. So, here you are not owning that machine, but you are renting that machine for a few minutes when your document is getting photocopied. Similarly, the hotel room. So, when you go to a hotel and stay in a hotel room, you are not actually owning that hotel room. On the other hand, you are taking the services of the hotel room, that is the space and place that the hotel room gives you. Then suppose you go for legal services, some kind of lawyer, and then you do not own the lawyer, but you are paying for the services which are provided by the lawyer. So, the labor and expertise of the lawyer is part of the legal services that you receive. Similarly, the physical environment like that of a museum. So, you do not own the museum, neither do you own the artifacts which are displayed in the museum, but when you go through the museum, you get a whole lot of knowledge. So, you are taking the physical environment of the museum for rent for some time, and then you are going around the museum and coming out. Similarly, for telecommunication, now you just use the telecommunication service, the systems and networks which are there, but you do not own any of these. You do not own the tower, you do not own the back end operations, you only use the service for some part of time, and during that small part of time you are actually renting the service of telecommunication, and you are getting benefit of it. So, a service is basically a helpful activity performed for others. So, what are the marketing implications of renting versus owning? So, goods can be rented instead of being sold. So, you are basically taking help of the concept of rent, and you are renting out goods without the good being sold. So, without buying the product or buying the infrastructure, you are getting to use that infrastructure. Similarly, portions of a larger physical entity can be rented out. So, and there is a larger physical entity, for example, a telecommunication network, and part of it you can rent out for certain time. For example, you speak to somebody over the mobile phone for say 3 minutes. So, you are using the mobile phone service and its systems and networks for 3 minutes. So, you are able to use the network for using for getting some kind of a service. Then customers are more closely engaged with service delivery. So, here the customers are in contact with the service delivery person very closely. Then time plays a central role in most services. That means, most services are provided to you for a small part of time, for a defined part of time the service is provided to you. Then the customer choice criteria may differ between rentals and purchases. So, the customer would choose between rentals and purchases. For example, if a customer wants to purchase a machine, say a photocopying machine, then he would go for either the cheapest one or the middle of the line one. So, these would be the considerations. But on the other hand, if the customer has to go for the photocopying service, then he is most likely to go for the best photocopying service available. Okay. So, he does not have to worry about the cost of the machine, but he just worries about the quality that he gets out of the machine without owning the machine as such. Similarly, rentals offer opportunities for resource sharing. So, for example, the X-ray lab or the CT scanner. Now, one health center or one small hospital may not be able to purchase such a machine and keep it and use it for the CT scanning purpose. But on the other hand, one different company can own the CT scanning facility and can provide the service to 4 or 5 hospitals nearby and make money out of it. And this is the way all these 4-5 hospitals can gain out of the service being provided by the CT scanning company. So, what are the classification of products? Now, according to ISO 9000:2005, products are defined as a result of set of interrelated or interacting activities which transforms inputs into outputs. So, products are basically some kind of result of activities which transform inputs into outputs. So, according to this standard, products can be classified into 4 types. First is the hardware, which is discretely countable. So, like an engine mechanical part. So, you can count the number of mechanical parts and it becomes a discretely countable product. On the other hand, software is basically some kind of information. So, a computer program or a dictionary or some kind of some other kinds of programs or algorithms, these are all some kind of information, and this kind of information is called a software. Then there are processed materials which are continuously countable, like lubricants. Now, lubricants are processed materials and they are continuously countable in the sense that there can be 4 liters of petrol, there can be 4.1 liters of petrol, there can be 4.15 liters of petrol. So, these are continuously countable products. And then there are services which are intangible in nature. So, all others like hardware or processed materials can be touched, there is palpable tangibility. Software like information cannot be touched, but you can read that information, and services which are intangible. So, software is also partly intangible, and then services are all intangible. Services are example are like transportation, that is going from one place to another. So, that service is intangible. Similarly, software is also intangible. So, sometimes we club software as part of a service. So, these are services and there are hardware and processed materials. So, products can be classified into these 4 types. Then we come to the definition of services. So, according to ISO 5127 2001, services are defined as the results generated by the activities at the interface between supplier and a customer and by supplier internal activities to meet customer needs. So, services are basically activities in which the customer and the service provider interact, and those through those interacting sessions the results are produced, and those results are called services. Now, there could be some back office kind of services also, where there are some kind of help that is provided by the back office. So, some kind of help that is provided by the back office in generating the results. So, these are the supplier internal activities, and all these activities are created in order to meet the needs of the customer. So, an example is a simple haircut. So, when you go for haircut, you and the barber are interacting with each other, and so you are getting the result out of the activities at the interface between a supplier and a customer, and by supplier internal activities which jack up the services which are essential for providing the service by the service provider, and all this is done to meet the needs of the customer. So, now coming to the differences between goods and services as given by Shostak in 1977. So, here you see that there is a continuum starting from salt to school. So, this is a continuum, and in this continuum the left side is the product centric or tangible continuum, whereas the right side is the high involvement high customer involvement intangible or service centric kind of a product. So, these are hard products or tangible products like salt, soft drink, detergent, automobile, cosmetics, etc. And then you have the tangible products like hotel, airline, clinic, bank or school. These are the intangible products. So, these are more of services, and at the tangible end there is low customer involvement in the production of those products. For example, customers do not get involved in the production of salt or in the production of soft drink, but on the other hand you have customers who get involved in the procedures of the bank or the clinic or the school, and without the presence of the customer these services cannot be delivered. So, any product is actually having some service and component and some product component. For example, a hotel, this has the infrastructural facilities as the product component or the goods component, and then there are services which are provided. Similarly, the airlines has the aircraft which is infrastructure which is provided, or food provided in the airline is a type of product, but otherwise it is a transportation service which mainly takes you from one point to another. In the middle of this continuum are services like fast food outlet. Now, this fast food which is provided to you is a type of product, and but this fast food outlet prepares the food for you and then serves it to you. This part of the product is called a service. So, here we see what are the different types of services. So, we have Maslow's hierarchy of needs which he wrote about in 1943. So, he has talked about 5 types of needs. So, the base type of need is the physiological needs which most of us have, or rather all of us have these needs. These are the needs for breathing, food, water, shelter, clothing, sleep, etc. Then we have the needs for safety and security. like the need for health, employment, property, family and social stability. Then we have the need for love and belonging. So, that consists of friendship, family, intimacy, sense of connection, etc. Then we have self esteem needs like confidence, achievement, respect of others and the need to be a unique individual. And lastly, we have the self actualization needs, which are morality, creativity, spontaneity, acceptance, experience, purpose, meaning and inner potential. So, these are these different types of needs which Maslow has talked about in his hierarchy of needs. So, what are the different types of services based on this hierarchy of needs? So, there is the physiological needs. So, to satisfy these physiological needs, we have real estate service, which is the service of selling real estate products to the customer. Then we have restaurant service, which provides food to the customer, or the hotel service, which provides a room with a rest and breakfast to the customer. So, these satisfy the physiological needs of the customer. Then there are safety and security needs. So, there is security service or banking service which provides safety and security needs to the which satisfies the safety and security needs of the customer. Then comes telecommunication service, dating and marriage service and clubs and associations. So, these kind of services satisfy the love and belongingness needs of the customers. Then there are luxury services which provide self-esteem needs, we satisfy the self-esteem needs of the customer. And then we have education service, yoga service, etc., which provide self-actualization needs. It provides service which satisfies the self-actualization needs of the customers. So, what are the different types of services? So, again, like Maslow, there is Manfred Maxneff, who in 1991 classified human needs into 9 fundamental needs. So, these needs are the needs for subsistence, the need for protection, the need for affection, understanding, participation, leisure, creation, identity and freedom. So, there are these 9 types of needs which are talked about, which have been written about by Manfred Maxneff. So, the physical and mental health are the qualities of subsistence. For subsistence, one requires food, shelter and work. These are the kind of things one require for subsistence. Then the actions to be taken are feeding, clothing, resting and working. These are the actions which satisfy the subsistence needs. And then the interacting settings which are required for satisfying this need are living environment and the social setting, and the services required are feeding, healthcare, retail and supply services. So, these kind of services satisfy the need for subsistence of the people. Then there is the need for protection. So, the qualities for required for protection are care, adaptability, autonomy, etc. And the things to have are social security, health systems and work, which are required for satisfying the need for protection. The actions required are cooperation, planning, taking care of or helping. The interacting settings are the social environment, the dwelling, etc. And the types of services are housing, clothing, security, safety, maintenance and insurance services. So, these type of services satisfy the need for protection of the customers. Affection, this need requires is expressed as requirement of respect, sense of humor, generosity, sensuality, etc. The things to be had are friendships, family relationships with nature, etc. The actions are to share, to take care of, to make love, express emotions. These are the actions. The interacting settings are privacy, intimate spaces of togetherness. So, these are the interacting settings, and the types of services which can satisfy the need for affection are friendship, dating, marriage and gifting services. Then the need for understanding. So, here the qualities are critical capacity, curiosity and intuition, and the things to be had are examples are literature, teachers, policies, educational programs. So, these are required for understanding. The actions are to analyze, to study, to meditate and investigate, and the interacting settings are the schools, families, universities, communities, etc., through which people satisfy the need for understanding. And similarly, the types of services required for satisfying the need for understanding are education, investigation and meditation services. Then there are the need for participation. So, for this the qualities are receptiveness, dedication, sense of humor. These are the qualities in a person is should be there for satisfying the need for participation. The things required are responsibilities, duties, work, rights, etc. The actions required are to cooperate, to dissent, to express opinions, etc. The interacting settings are associations, parties, churches, neighborhoods, etc. And the types of services are trade, conference, communication and travel services. So, these services satisfy the need for participation. Then there is the need for leisure. So, here the qualities required are imagination, tranquility, spontaneity, etc. And the things to be had are games, parties, peace of mind. The actions are to daydream, to remember, to relax, to have fun. The interacting settings are landscapes, intimate spaces, places to be alone, and the types of services are entertainment services. So, entertainment services can satisfy the need for leisure. Then the qualities for creation is imagination, boldness, inventiveness and curiosity, and the things to be had are the abilities, skills, works and techniques for creation. The actions are to invent, to build, to design, to work, to compose and to interpret, and the interacting settings are the spaces for expression, workshops, audiences, and the types of services are self-service. So, self-service satisfies the need for creation of people. Then the need for identity. There is the sense of belongingness, self-esteem and consistency. The language, the religions, the work, customs, values and norms. Actions are to get to know oneself, to grow, commit oneself. The interacting settings are the places one belongs to and the everyday settings, and the services like clubs, associations, prayer services, they give a sense of identity to the people and satisfy the need for identity of a person or of a customer. Then comes the need for freedom. So, the need for freedom has the qualities of autonomy, passion, self-esteem, open-mindedness, etc. The things to be had are equal rights. The actions are to be able to dissent, to choose, to run risks, to develop awareness, etc. The interacting settings may be anywhere, because the need for freedom can come about anywhere, and the types of services which can satisfy the need for freedom are justice and enforcement services. So, we have seen the different types of services which are required for satisfying these 9 fundamental human needs as written by Manfred Max Neef in 1991. So, what are the different types of services? There could be professional services where the customer has to pay something to get that service, and these are very standardized services. Then there are for profit services. So, services like a restaurant service or hotel service or transportation service which wants to make profit from the service they are delivering, the service business that they have set up. Then there are not for profit services, like the services of non-government organizations like NGOs. So, they provide not for profit services. Then there are high tech and high touch services. So, like the automatic teller machine, the ATMs, they provide high tech services, whereas high touch services are services which are provided by people to their customers. And then there are customer service or after sale services. So, customer service is provided to the customer service is provided to a customer. For example, the customer service is provided to a customer as part of the whole process of buying a particular service or buying a particular product. But on the other hand, after sale service are services which are provided to a customer after he has purchased a particular product or service. So, whereas customer services are services which are provided throughout the tenure of the product, throughout the life of the product with a customer, but the after sale services are provided at the after the purchase of the product by a customer. So, these are some of the references which I have cited throughout this lecture. You can go through them, and thank you for watching this session of services marketing. I hope it helps.